enjoy it, you're driving the fucking car, you fucking idiot, right? Oh yeah, it's got a pan roof. How are you going to enjoy it? Your eyes on the fucking road, you silly cunt. Here's the sound system. They all sound the fucking same. Honest to God, yeah, it does not matter. You're not a fucking sound engineer and be like, oh yeah, see this frequency. Now this is, if out of all the optional extras, this is the one thing that I would get. Yes! Yes! The old Liège boys, yo.
Indigo Production.
Right, so welcome back to the video. So in today's video, we're just fucking going for it, bush, right? No, we're not. We're gonna be speaking about. Okay, going for it, boy. Oh, I wasn't driving. Normal mode, no race mode. So in today's video, we are talking about the Golf R and what to look for. All right. So if you haven't got a Golf R, or maybe you just bought a Golf R, the main thing to look for with this piece of shit, yeah. It's not a piece of shit, it's a good car. But the main thing is the water pump, mate. It's a bag of nails. Okay, so when I looked at the service history for this car, the water pump was changed at 37,000 miles, which is a madness because you shouldn't be changing it that early on. You know what I mean? When it's a newer car, a Golf R, you're paying a lot of money for it, and the main issue with the pre-facelift is the water pump. In the facelift model, they fixed this issue. Right, you don't have this issue in the facelift model, okay? But that's the thing, it could go at any time, anything could go at any time. But the main thing with the pre-facelift water pump, right, nails, right? Currently this car's got 60,000 miles on it, so, and it got changed at 37,000 miles by the previous owner. So I don't know when it's gonna next go, but it is the Achilles heel for this car is that water pump, right? And the way to check if you need it changing is that you constantly keep on filling your coolant, okay? It's just leaking. If you go on a long drive, everything's heating up and you're constantly filling up your coolant, then there's a problem there, it's leaking somewhere. And the thing is, it's not like it's right at the front, 3 bolts, take it off and it's done. The part alone will cost you about around 300 to 400 pound, and then labor alone, it's not right there, it's back at the engine bay, okay? So it's a shit one. Second thing is if you get manual. If you get manual, the piece of a shit clutch, it will be your problem. If you get DSG, you don't have to worry. There's two major things with the Golf R: water pump, and if you get manual, the clutch. It's fucking shit. The clutch in the manual, it's good, it's smooth, but it does not last. It can't support the power. So after time, say if you got a stage 1, if you get a stage 2, it's done, bro. You're gonna have to upgrade the clutch. It's a piece of shit. And the thing is, you won't be able to get the most power out of it. Sometimes you'll see them on Auto Trader, you'll see a Golf R, and it'll say stage 1, and it'll be a manual, and it'll be like a 340 brake or 300 and something. And it's not that much, because with my stage 1 I got 365, but you'll see him and there's like 330 brake, 340 brake, and you're like, why is that? It's because the clutch is slipping, right? It's limited. You physically cannot give it more power because the clutch is just slipping, right? So be careful. If you've bought a manual, then clutch will be your problem, and also water pump, be careful of that. But if you get a facelift, then water pump won't be your problem, but then if you get a manual, then the clutch is going to be your main problem, okay? They're the main two things that are wrong with the Golf R. Other than that, everything else is sweet. You know, fuel price, it's okay. It's bad. It's not even that bad. It's okay. Now that I'm running stage 2, it is bad, but the thing is, when the car's stock, it's perfectly fine. You will notice a difference when, say, for instance, you get a 320D as your, I don't know, first car or the car that you've had before, and then you jump in a Golf R. The main thing for you will be, wow, I'm filling this up a lot more. But that's the thing, is they're all like that. The A45s, the S3s, when you get into the faster range, you're gonna have to be filling up quite some bit. It's not like a 320D where you just fill it up and it'll last about a fucking month, right? So yeah, be very careful. The thing with the water pump is, say I'm running stage 2 now, okay? Say for instance, if I wanted to go stage 3, or if any of you are planning to go stage 3, make sure you get your water pump changed, okay? Because 100%, because this is what my tuner said, they will always recommend the water pump getting changed, because once you start going stage 3, everything's working 10 times harder. And the last thing you want to happen is for that to fuck up, and then that's when it's major problems, okay? So if you are planning stage 3, get the water pump done, get all that sorted, and then go stage 3. Me, I don't know. This is at stage 2 now. No difficulties at the moment, but it's a tricky one. Should I go stage 3 or not? Well, you just wait and see, to be honest, okay? Also, another thing is, if you haven't bought a Golf R and you are planning to buy a Golf R and you're wondering what extras shall I get, don't bother with the pan roof. It's a piece of shit, okay? A pan roof is good if you're sat in the back, right? In the back. Oh, you come on. If you're sat in the back, okay? If you're a driver, why are you just gonna get a pan roof just for your passengers? It makes no sense, okay? It's such a weird one. People love pan roof. It adds 27 kg of weight to the car, okay? You can't enjoy it. You're driving the fucking car, you fucking idiot, right? Oh yeah, it's got a pan roof. How are you gonna enjoy it? Your eyes on the fucking road, you silly cunt. If you got passengers, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, a pan roof is sick. Do you know, if you're sat in the back on a Range Rover, mate, it's sick. When you're going on a long drive, yeah, and it's night time and it's clear skies, which rarely in fucking England, but when it's clear skies, you're sat in the back, it's like, oh shit, this is sick. But when you're driving, you're not enjoying shit. It's fucking pointless, right? So don't bother with the pan roof. This small screen here, sometimes it's an optional extra to get the bigger screen. I wouldn't bother with the bigger screen unless you've got a reverse camera coming out of the back, okay? Then it's nice to see a bit more, but mainly this doesn't have CarPlay, so the only thing I use this for is connecting Bluetooth. That's it, and playing music. Other than that, I wouldn't even mind if it was smaller, but then at the same time I do have a reverse camera, so it does help having a bigger screen. But if you're never going to use it, there's no point in getting the bigger screen. Another thing is the sound system. They all sound the fucking same, honest to God, yeah. It does not matter. You're not a fucking sound engineer and be like, oh yeah, see this frequency on the Bose system here, it's a bit more, you know. Shut the fuck up, you fucking kid, right? All the newer cars, the sound system, even in the GTDs, right, I see no fucking difference in them, bro. If your main worry is, oh, I don't have the extra sound system, what's the point? You won't understand the difference. Maybe back in the day, you know, back in the day when everyone had the Bose systems, you know, the subwoofers and all that, them days are over. No one's fucking doing that anymore, because all the newer cars, the fucking bass and the sound, the treble, it's all good. Everything's good. There's no point in having an extra for the Harman Kardons or the fucking Bose. It's like, yeah, I've got this, yeah, but you can't tell the fucking difference, you silly cunt. You fucking talking about it. It's nonsense, bro. These man just chat shit, bro. They love it, right? It's no difference. Don't even bother with the sound system. The stock one sounds as fucking same as the normal one, okay? And then another thing is, now this is, if out of all the optional extras, this is the one thing that I would get, is the leather seats. Now, you won't know a difference until you actually sit in the opposite one, okay? So now I never owned this Golf R with leather seats, so most of my mates, they have the cotton seats, which are okay, right? But it's only when you sit in the leather seats, you be like, what the fuck is this? The leather seats are miles better than the cotton ones. I don't know why. This is the hardest thing to describe now, because if you've got a Golf R and you've got cotton seats, you'd be like, what do you mean? It's only when you sit in the leather seats, you'd be like, wow, what the fuck is this? They are sick. The leather seats, they hug you in so much better, and they're hard as well. It's not like the cotton ones. The cotton ones are a bit softer, and you sit in the cotton ones, and you move around a bit more than you're perfectly straight in them, right? That is one thing that I would get, is the leather seats over anything fucking pan. Who the fuck needs a pan? The sound, so who cares? The biggest screen, who the fuck cares? The leather seats are the main one, okay? If you see two Golf Rs, one has leather seats and it costs like 200 or 300 pound more, I would get that Golf R, because the leather seats are fucking sick, right? That is one thing that it's very hard to tell you, because unless you sit, if you own a Golf R with cotton seats and then you sit in one with leather, you'll be like, wow, this Golf R feels a bit better. But it's the exact same Golf R, it's just better fucking seats, right? So I hope that this video helps. The main ones are, if you are going to buy a Golf R, make sure the water pump's been changed, because if you buy in one that's never been changed, most likely when you do buy one and you start going stage 1, you will fucking need a new water pump, okay? And just don't even bother buying the manual. It's nice and everything, but the clutch is fucking shit, right? You just don't even bother, right? And leather seats, that's it. That's all you need. Leather seats, DSG, and just make sure the water pump's done. Anything other than that is not an issue. Fuel's not an issue. Everything else is not an issue. Everything's sweet as. Yes. All the Liège boys, yo. Right. So other than that, it's chilling. Yeah. Cheers for that, and I shall see you in the next one.